National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans.
Real motherfucking James.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now here comes
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And able to get this one across the
field.
That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Damn, they try to fade you on Drake Day. Well, Drake Day on make even fake day.
And they'll give him another shot on the ground.
Nothing.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. You look at the defense for these Texans. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense.
MC Rare wrote that, didn't he?
Against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league.
Yeah, they tried to fade you on Drake Day.
How do they get better defending the pass?
Lawrence going to move him around a bit. Up the middle with Brooks here. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Here's Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot.
I don't say shit to them on America's Most.
And a first down on this opening drive.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory.
God damn, I'm glad y'all set it up. You know how media is.
On the inside handoff.
Cube left. The crazy numbers. Anything.
2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football.
Here's
but
what
I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Gotta be a false start, bro.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
God damn, I'm glad y'all set it off. Fuck all y'all.
Take right open. Oh, hey, go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Hey, Lion. Silver.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That is caught by Hunter. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Hey, let's go. It's up 11.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Yeah, that's hilarious, bro.
13, Lou.
Lawrence
I'll take that. Matt Milano.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
You already know.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Hey, a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock.
The bigger the pyramid. Who gives a fuck about a punk-ass bill?
We saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Starting over there?
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
All right.
Stroud to throw it. That's complete. It's the rookie from USC. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The Texans hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Wins of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Man, I cannot stand that. I cannot fucking stand it. And I threw it down, and he still overthrew it.
At the 42-yard line. So first interception thrown.
Some of these mechanics in this fucking game are so dumb.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Fucking stupid, bro. If I throw it down, how you gonna throw it over the nigga head? That don't even make sense.
And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Hey, kill. Safe right.
Now Lawrence. This ball caught by Strange. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Hey, Ron. Great job.
First down, Jacksonville. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he'll be taken down as they'll take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Sorry.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line.
Hey, easy. Route.
Now Lawrence changing the play. They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal back to the 8-yard line now. Now Lawrence. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Go, let's go. 13, Luke. Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
House call. Okay, never mind. House call. Never mind. House call. Never mind.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it.
Oh, house call. They were hawking me down. Then I fucking weed to the right. I thought the house called and somebody came off the sideline.
Attempt and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
And that simulation, that's kind of crazy.
Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans post the first points in the ball game as they take the lead
not
in
Burrow.
the 2nd quarter.
Not Burrow. Is it Joe Burrow?
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be strong.
Oh, my gosh, Peaches.
It's going to take to get the message. It has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Back-to-back pick.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Lawrence will throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
No, nigga.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
I'm going to keep that nigga on.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Once again, they run with Mixon. Takes this to the 27 and give him 4 yards.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Here's Stroud. It's taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
You know what, man?
Calling a game of yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. And Stroud now to throw.
It's a bad throw, CJ.
This is caught by Addison. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
On the quick, right?
Shotgun
that
snap
nigga,
to Stroud.
honestly,
That's to the sideline.
I wouldn't.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because
No, I'm talking about right now. I wouldn't fight, man. Like, if you see a nigga with like 5 rebounds or something,
they can keep them out of that
that's
area.
fine. Good nigga, that one game I had put him down for 10, that nigga had 4 rebounds going into the fourth quarter. And that nigga fucking ended up getting like 12. Jacoby!
Houston. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns.
Just choke it to him, dog. He's open. He's always open.
And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra.
I saw that shit as soon as I got off the line.
Inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 61 yards. Turton is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, kill. Check smash. 30 left. 11.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
That's a crazy question to ask somebody, bro.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
They say, how many booty bodies you got? They said about 200. About 40 years you've been in prison. Busting 200 niggas.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
All right.
Inside handoff to Mixon. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Give them 17 on a pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep the guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing now is Stroud. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade.
You talking about that fucking subject? That one I just did. I wasn't expecting him to fucking get that kind of animation. And I hit the wrong button. See, that's karma. I thought I was going to my running back. When the hell is the running back not on the trip set? Stupid.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go. Hey, kill.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Hey, Jupiter. Lisa 24. Silver.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He'll try and do this himself.
Oh, my God.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Stroud off the play fake.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go.
Now Stroud.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
4th down. Here's Stroud.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Rip, 23. Done. 11.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he stopped immediately there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Think right, open. Go. Hey, I'm gun.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On the quick, right?
Stroud looking to throw.
That was red, too. That was red.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Here we go.
Here goes Stroud again. Completes this to Addison out left.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. And second and inches.
Here we go.
Mixing up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year.
As his guys are able to extend their lead.
Rushing touchdown here. That can't be right.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good.
This is my 13th rushing touchdown of the year. That can't be right.
Jaguars 9. Miami Fairbairn to kick off for
Yeah.
Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Week 4. I mean, he got a touchdown. I don't think they all rushing.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
This nigga said with his 13th rushing touchdown.
Offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board.
Yeah.
This time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
Hey, Soko, son.
Rushing 1.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Jaguars first down. A gain of 16 yards.
13.
First down.
Lawrence.
Get down there. Book it.
It's the tight end Strange with it.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41.
Here's Lawrence.
Thomas has got it. Complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Turn that.
Here's a give up the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Okay, ready? On red.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Jacob.
Red on red. Hey, Soko. Hey, smash. Hey, I'm gun.
Now Lawrence. That was too wide and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Bro,
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
That's good for a Jaguars.
So Lawrence now going to move him around.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd down and goal. Lawrence. And this throw incomplete.
Big ball.
Over in that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. Brian Thomas with an amazing diving catch. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Nixon with a first down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for first.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Something it is last night.
Stroud to throw it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. That is Josh Hines Allen working his way in for the sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
18, what's that?
I hate when they put this damn schedule in here like this.
Looking to throw. Stroud. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joshua Hines Allen. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. to put a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up.
Number 2?
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, it's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Don't shut them in.
This is 1st and 10.
11, Agate. This is a hunt.
Now Lawrence. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here's 2nd down.
Lisa 24. Great job.
Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
Just niggas audible and shit.
Take right open.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Go, let's go. 11, Agate.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Pass complete, Thomas. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Hey, Soko, hot. 11.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
JoJo. Oh,
but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Nixon going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Rebounds is killing the center.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, Lion.
Lawrence will throw. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 17.
Back to throw now on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end. But this one falls incomplete.
If you have the positions that you want,
Let's go.
Now on
So
3rd
if you
and long,
got good running back that you want,
hit as he
quarterback
throws
obviously.
there, incomplete.
overall should be on
That
defense.
means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Easy. Route. Son. 11.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Which one? Oh, so on the goal line, you just press that and just dive.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Texans are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And
he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the field, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter.
Do the same shit, man.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
He gets there sometimes, but not like the middle hundred.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A final shot now for Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is going.